Welcome to Hillheads then for the Beacons' first home game of the season, taking on the Kingston Diamonds. I'm Adam Atman, and joining me is Carl Wood. Carl, how's it going, my friend?
Fantastic. Great to be back. Great to be here for the opener.
Great to have you here. Well, we are underway, so very quickly on air, and it's the Diamonds who take possession behind their own net right now. This top line for the Beacons, which has Steph Towns, Abby Coulshaw and Kate Ord. There's a bit of miss going up on the plexi, so we've lost sight of a puck for the time being, but it is still with Abby Coulshaw on the left wing. Trying to work some space, give and go with her and Kate Ord. Gets a shot away, good save by Liberty Bird, who was quick off her line there. But the Beacons going for a jugular early on here against what is a very young and short bench Diamond side, Carl.
Absolutely. Watching the warm-up, they look like good skaters, though. It's just a matter of their team chemistry here, so we'll see how they manage.
Yeah, a lot of these players on this Diamonds team played for the under-16s teams who were very successful, got to the national final. So a lot of young talent here for sure.
It's just a matter of going up against the veterans that the Beacons have, so we'll see how they do.
Indeed, yeah, Emma Painter doing a good job there, just stopping the puck dead, works it back, will send it back into the zone. The Diamonds will collect off the boards on the far side. Some good play by Abby McCourt, getting the puck back loose. She will check back. Still in possession here. Good to see Abby McCourt back in full flow for the Beacons. Great young talent that she is, and Ruby Newlands is another, and she races onto that. Lovely shuffle pass there, and the give and go almost set her up. Great 1-2 there between Becky Castor-Wood and Ruby Newlands.
Yeah, great to see instant chemistry right here. I mean, I think they came out with set intentions, probably discussed in the dressing room, and they're certainly making it happen.
Yeah, lovely pass by Ruby, and the vision as well from Becky to give a return, almost just to fire home at the back door, but didn't quite come off. But great idea as the Diamonds come back in and fire, and they get the opening goal, and that has come against the run of play early on, and I believe it was Jazz Daniels of number 55 cutting in off the left wing, was it perhaps? Trying to see the number. Is it 85? No, it's Martha Brown then who gets the first goal of the season. But, well, I guess a warning there for the Beacons that, with that youthful pace, that they can't switch off for a second.
Well, it was a hard one there because, I mean, as it turned around, the defense were backing up into the zone, and they gave them easy access into the zone. And just the forecheck was that far behind, they couldn't catch up, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, it's the Diamonds who take the early lead then. Beacons are going to have to get a response here, but they've looked sharp early doors. Cutting down this left wing is Danielle Turnbull, who will centre the third line this afternoon. Such a versatile forward, and she's got. She
likes the open ice there too, so I mean it's a good position for her to play. So she's free to roam now.
She is, yeah. She's got Kimberly Brengan on her right wing, who the two linked up really well last season when they played on Becky Castor-Wood's line, and Claire Turnbull as well, who's an addition coming in from Scotland. So we're going to have the makings of a strong third unit, and a lovely effort there by Claire Turnbull on her debut. Tried to go short side with a stabbed effort, as they'll break out once again. The Diamonds with Jazz Daniels, who is the 55, who I wrongfully credited to the goal before. But apologies, 55 and 85 can look similar when the jersey is folded. That's my excuse anyway. As the play comes down the near boards, Vicky Smith in possession. Holds onto it, but pass is given away. And then the effort just flashing wide. I think it might have took a deflection off one of the recovering Whitley forwards. Might have been Steph Towns who got a touch of that.
Actually, I think it was a block by Turnbull. She just got herself in front of the shot, so a good deflection into the corner from that.
Yeah, Abby Coulshaw coming down the left wing, drop pass to Steph Towns through the miss, and she'll fire near side, just ripples the net on the way through. Coulshaw will gather with pressure coming in from Venge, number 18. And we're going to whistle on the play as the net's off, yeah. But good response this from the home side.
Well, that's it. I mean, they're in the game. There's lots of game to be played here, and it's just, you know, they'll get the even up goal pretty quickly. I mean, Steph knew what she was looking at there. She wanted that top corner on the near side, and it was pretty close. So keep shooting like that, and they'll get something.
Yeah, it's That's exactly what we want to see for the home side. Back to Kate Ord, whose shot is... No, sorry, it wasn't. It was Aisling Rafter, number 22, sorry, playing on the point. As Towns will dig it out of the corner. Again, the mist up on these boards. Apologies for that back home. You might even have a better view of it than myself, in fact, that Matthew's shaking his head on the camera. But not much we can do about that. It's I wouldn't say it's been exactly warm on Tyneside these last few days, but we've still got the mist in here. Give away again around the crease. Megan Craig will reach for that, just gloves it away, and then helped away by Aisling Rafter, who's a Belfast-born player, been operating up in Scotland for the Caledonia Steel Queens University side in recent years, but good to have her in the Beacons ranks now.
Gives some mobility on the defensive side there, which is exactly what they need.
Yeah, I mean, arguably, we've been saying that this Beacon side is probably stronger than the one we had last season when we were playing in the Elite League.
I would say so, absolutely. They look more rounded and more depth, so we'll see how they do.
Yeah, this is obviously the first of 8 home games this season. And it's going to be a tough test against a Diamond side, which are always well coached and strong, as Lola Knock is trying to, or is it Melissa Veal even, is getting the shot away with number 5, who starred for the various Diamond sides last season, over onto the far side boards for Abby McCourt, who will take up the slack on this right wing, cuts inside. It's got Ruby Newlands there for support, but McCourt will go it alone, and then well defended in the end by the Diamonds, but McCourt gathers in her own rebound. Nice 1-2 between her and Ruby, who gathers off the left wing boards, will fire. That's a glove save by Liberty Bird. It was a great save as well. Strong glove.
Strong glove indeed. I mean, Ruby knew where she wanted to put that, but unfortunately she put it right into that glove. They're getting chances, that's the thing, so it'll come.
Yeah, they are. They're certainly working. Libby Bird, she's had seen more of the puck than Megan has, I'd say, in these early exchanges. Just over 5.5 minutes gone. And then that's going to be another stop by Liberty Bird. So we'll get a face-off once again from the right face-off circle as she is looking at it.
Well, the Beacons are getting more time in the offensive zone, which is terrific, because, I mean, eventually it means they're going to score. They just got to keep getting those shots on goal.
Yeah, that's right. As Kimberly Brengan sends the puck across ice. Diamonds looking to break out. Good play by Danielle Turnbull, who's back checking well, and then that one trickles its way through for Megan to cover up, and we'll get a face-off in the Beacon zone.
A little bit of puck watching there as they come into the defensive zone. They've got to keep an eye on the players. Don't worry about the puck necessarily, but keep an eye on the players, so they've got them contained positionally.
Quick puck drop there, and we're back underway. Rachel Stockdale blows a tyre on the way through, but still is able to play the puck, and it sets Steph Towns away down the right wing. Abby Coulshaw is keeping with her, cuts inside, and can she get the finish? Just ran out of real estate in the end there, but got that fast flowing skate going, and back come the Diamonds then. On the right wing is Ketsia Robinson, who centres one, but once again Megan Craig very proactive in covering that one up, and gets a little bit of support there as well from Kate Ord, who was back checking.
They were back with numbers, so they had the bodies there, which is good. Again, they're puck watching a bit too much. Gotta stop that, because it's 5 faces all looking at the puck and not looking at where the open players are.
That's right. Back underway then. As the Beacons looking to play out once again. But it's back with Jess Wooding, a good young defender. Gathers it again. She's, I believe she's from Essex, but plays junior hockey and, well, now our senior hockey as well with Kingston. And on this right wing is Jazz Daniels once again. Gets in behind Aisling Rafter, but a good challenge coming in. And Aisling just about separated her from the puck there.
Good bit of physicality here by the Beacons. That's what they were kind of lacking last year, so it's nice to see.
Yeah, that's right. That was from Aisling. Good to, as you say, Carl, very good to see. And within the rules of the game, because of course body checking isn't allowed, is it, in the women's game? But that was a good, fair hit. As play in the along these left wing boards again. Angela Kay will gather on the centre red. Picked off almost by Martha Brown, the goal scorer, and then a shot coming in from Ruby, which forces a save from Libby Bird once again, and she'll hold on for the face-off.
It was a beautiful play, actually, just the way they entered the zone. It was smart, calm, by Angela Kay to make that first pass to Becky Kasner-Wood, who gained the zone and freed up Ruby in the middle there, and back pass and shot on goal. It's terrific.
It certainly is. It's back underway then. Oh, and there's going to be a break on here for the Diamonds. Great challenge coming in once again. I think it was Jordan Troop with the challenge, but that could have been Martha Brown's second goal of the game there. She was in on goal. Yeah, Ruby Newlands cutting off that left wing. Got a bit of space, but again, Diamonds getting some sticks down, some good play. Becky Castor-Wood as well, who's tried to centre and pass towards Ruby. But this line, I mean, this is going to be really good because you've got the experience and intelligence of Becky Castor-Wood, plus the youthful exuberance and fast skating of Abby McCourt and Ruby Newlands.
Absolutely, they support each other really well. They communicate and have a good chemistry. So I expect a lot from them.
Indeed, yeah. As trying to get the puck under control there was Kimberly Brengan out wide right, I should say, as plays in. I see who it is on the far side, but Claire Turnbull going towards goal, tangling with one of the Kingston defenders. On the near boards, Danielle Turnbull plays it up. She's playing very deep on this line. I know she's obviously, as a centre, she has got to have that two-way responsibility as Claire Turnbull gets a shot and saved by Libby Bird. But Danielle doing a lot of the hard graft, doesn't she? Getting back there and supporting her D.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what they need. It's defense first, then when you've got control, you turn it into offense. And this is a thing that I'm seeing right now is they've got a great transition game happening, and that's key because it's not a lag; it's happening instantly. So keep it going, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. As it goes into the corner, again losing sight of a puck through the mist for a second there, but played out by Martha Brown. It'll be chased after by Tomlinson, number 26. Beacons looking to clear the zone, but again, this short bench Diamond side have really posed some questions early on. As Coulshaw almost loses possession there, but Megan Craig with the stop, turns to the side, gets it behind the back of the net and away from danger. As Steph Towns will break out. Kay Todd sticking with her, and it's falls toward now. Fires, big rebound, but nobody there to capitalise, and allows the Diamonds a chance to sweep that one clear. Angela Kay collects off the boards, the captain once again this season. Former goaltender Angela, who's patrolling the blue line with great success. As Daniels once again gathers on this right wing side. Gathered by the Beacons off the board, just out of reach of Abby Coulshaw. Gathered though by Olivia Turner, the number 93 for the Diamonds, and now Melissa Veal, who dumps one in on goal. Reset clear by Megan Craig to Angela Kay, across onto the far side to Abby McCourt, who drags the puck back. Great control by the youngster. Drop of her shoulder and she's away. She's got Ruby Newlands and Becky Castor-Wood up there in support. Nice flick at the outside of her stick there. Becky Castor-Wood onto it in a flash, read it well. And Ruby Newlands now on the left wing. Past midpoint of this opening period then, still a one-goal advantage to the Diamonds. Puck's in the corner. We're trying to work it clear along the boards with even without the miss. We've lost sight of it for a second there, but it's free now for Newlands, who fires, just might have took a nick off Liberty Bird's blocker there and away, and Ruby once again collects off the boards. And then attempted clearance by Ketsia Robinson, wouldn't clear. Emma Painter gathers, one of the standout defenders for the Beacons last season in the Elite League. Consistently good in her performances, and Becky Castor-Wood is another one who is consistently good as she sets that one away to Newlands just out of her grasp though, and it's turned aside. Gathered by Kimberly Brengan, who's another exciting player who a year ago we didn't know too much about her, did we, Carl? But fantastic player from the Scottish game, and as Claire Turnbull forces another save from Liberty Bird. But yeah, just going back to Kimberly, she's somebody who really grew as the season went on, and well, we kind of realised that actually we've got a special player on our hands here.
Absolutely, she's a bit of a diamond in the rough here, and she's fitting in really well with the line that she's on and this team, in fact. And again, it's another player that a team like this needs.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, we're saying it's the third line. Well, yeah, they're playing three-line hockey, but really, you couldn't necessarily say it's a dip in quality, could you? From the third line to the second or the first.
Not at all. I mean, this is the thing. Now they've got 3 very strong lines going forward, and when you're playing a team with a short bench, I mean, this is where you're going to come out ahead. It's just having that energy and the wheels to play a full game.
Yeah, it is indeed, as that one is cleared nicely by Danielle Turnbull as she breaks out. In the middle of a line change here, the Beacons, as Coolshort will release it to Kimberly Brengan, and she'll tip it in and go for the change. Collected though by Olivia Turner, who's one of the 4D for the Diamonds this afternoon. Jess Wooding, who's a defensive partner, will collect off the boards, with pressure coming in from Steph Towns, player coach, and at GB International, of course. Puck comes loose, Towns once again. And Abby Coolshaw, those two, great understanding. And Kate Ord as well, of course. And Steph Towns fires and scores! Whistle had gone for a high stick, though it's not going to count, unfortunately. The whistle had already gone a fraction of a second before the light came on. They're saying it's a high stick, but what a finish it was, though, by Steph. That would have been a great way to draw their team level.
That was a beautiful shot. I mean, just a quick reaction to get control of that puck, get it down on the ice, and then let it go and top shelf. But it's just unfortunate it had to be the high stick that got it under control.
Unfortunately so, yeah. Disappointing, but hopefully the girls can regroup and go again. It was a fantastic finish from Steph off the boards. Kate Ord, who pretty much came through the juniors, well, slightly younger than Steph, but they've played a lot of seasons together here at Whitley Bay. And they know each other well, so she's a good fit on this top line. She was someone I felt that the Beacons missed last season, could have used her in the Elite League, so it's great to see her back. And for any casual fans of Beacons hockey, you probably recognise her name. She is the older sister of Jamie Ord, who plays for the Warriors. As Gary Woods just walks in past us, former Warriors player and coach himself, and his daughter Vicky Smith is playing on the blue line this afternoon for the Beacons. As that goes past Stockers, and that is Vicky Smith now, Wood being her maiden name, of course. Over on the far side, Abby McCourt will gather. Nice pass out to release Ruby Newlands, trying to split the D here. Will hold on. Great control this from the Kilmarnock youngster. Still in control. Nice drop pass to McCourt, but the Diamonds read it well and pounced on it quick to win possession back and look to break out from Jess Wooding, who's really one of the standout defenders of her age group. Comes across, will be gathered by Ruby. Again, nice pass to feed Abby McCourt. Those two know each other well from GB camps as well, of course, from the under-18s, and that will be gloved by Libby Bird. But those two showing signs there of that understanding.
Yeah, it's some smart hockey, and this is what they need. I mean, again, it's transitional play here, gaining control of the puck, turning it around, getting back up the ice, getting the offensive zone. I mean, they forced the whistle in the offensive zone, regroup, new line out, and away they go. Terrific.
It certainly is, yeah. Into the corner. Two players from each side battling for the puck in that corner now. It will come loose, though, for Danielle Turnbull, who fires. And again, Libby Bird, who makes a stop. And she's a good young goalie, Libby. Obviously doesn't always get a lot of ice time for a senior team with Sam Bolwell there, but let's face it, who would with somebody of her calibre?
Absolutely. I mean, this goalie has got eyes on the puck from every angle. She's great positionally. She's seeing it coming, and the only thing that beat her was that high stick in that top corner. So quick, but otherwise she's terrific.
She certainly is, yeah, as that one is knocked forward. Great to see Aisling Rafter once again reading the play well. She stepped up to be proactive in clearing the puck, as Danielle Turnbull will clear and will release on the far side. Kimberly Brengan gets into control, fires. There's a rebound. She tried to force it home, but then gets backdoored off the play. Claire Turnbull across to Kimberly, who sidesteps that one challenge. Will hold on, will try to feed Claire there, but just behind her slightly, as the Diamonds will clear. Emma Painter gets it under control with a bit of football skills there, just under the stick, the outstretched stick of Kimberly Brengan, as it's tipped in by the Diamonds. Jordan Troop in the identifiable red helmet. That's very useful when you've got the miss on the boards there, as that's dumped in.
Well, unfortunately, she's one of the players that has her shirt tucked in, so you can't see her number clearly. But at least you can see her red helmet, so that helps.
That's right, yeah, it does. It certainly helps going through that steamed up plexi, as the shot from Abby Coulshaw is deflected high into the netting. But again, a positive response from the Beacons.
Definitely. It's nice to see this pass up from the D to the forwards. They're really working well together. It was kind of one of the problems they had last year, where they didn't quite have that connection going on. But I mean, it's passes through the neutral zone up to the forwards and into the zone, and shots on goal. One of my rules is if you're going to get zone, you better get shots on net, and they're getting shots every time.
They certainly are. Well, Steph Towns actually wanted me to read out a special message today. She wants to give a shout out to the Botter crew, the baddest of them all. Big up to Kathy, Katie and Rachie, who are all tuned into Beacons TV at home. So thanks, girls. I know the true identities of those three. It's Katie Henry, Rachel Cartwright and Catherine Gale. So three very prominent members of the GB side. So thanks girls for listening and really appreciate the support, and can't wait to see you all at some point this season. Hopefully get to cover some more games in the Elite League as that win comes through. Good stop, but still in possession still in the zone I should say, but it's in possession for the Beacons. Off the boards, just out of the grasp with Kate Ord. Yeah, certainly is. Yeah, as that one comes back across, centred nicely to Kate Ord, who winds up a shot. Oh, it was a big rebound. I thought it was going to loop up over Liberty Bird's head then, but it came back down again. But she certainly put some sighters in on goal, and I guess the Beacons just need to try and gamble a little bit on one of these huge rebounds.
Absolutely. I mean, set it up and get somebody in just going for that rebound, and you never know what's going to happen.
This is it, yeah. 2.5 minutes left in this opening period. It's still a 1-goal game. Most of the play has been from the Beacons, so the Diamonds lead something against the run of play, but they have been dangerous. And here comes Ruby Newlands now. Can she get under control? Oh, she shoots, but just wide of a goal. That was a great opportunity for Ruby.
Absolutely. She knew where she wanted to put it. Unfortunately, it's such a narrow margin, it just went wide. But a nice opportunity, nice break through the middle and attack the zone. Terrific.
Yeah, to be fair to her, I think Liberty had that glove side covered anyway, so it would have been very difficult to have beaten her on that near post. But she'll try and work it again. A good play, and Abby McCourt with the follow-up effort. It's sort of caught in the snow around the goal frame. And then we do eventually get a whistle on the play. Bit of hacking and slashing going on there as well. But Abby's not afraid to get a nose bloodied up a little bit.
No, she likes the physical game, and I mean that's what they need. Again, it's like some argy-bargy in front of that net, and the puck come loose, and you could go in your favor. It's the dirty work that they need to do.
It certainly is, yeah. Abby, who plays for the Whitley Bay under 18 side, as a shot comes in on the near side. So one or two players on that team who will be playing for the Warriors in future years. So some good company for her to be around. It's always beneficial for girls to play boys hockey, isn't it? And indeed senior hockey. I know likes of Jodie Bloom, who plays for the Coventry team in the Laidler Conference, and that sort of opportunity helps, isn't it?
Absolutely. It brings a different depth, and it is a little bit more physical. I mean, the rules are different in that regard. So, I mean, if you're going to play, you have to be able to stand up for yourself, and certainly some of these girls do.
Yeah, Abby Coulshaw, of course, who plays for the Beacons, also with the Bradford Bulldogs, and has a similar deal to what Jodie does. So it's always good opportunities for the girls to perhaps extra ice time, if nothing else, isn't it, to help them, which is a scarcity in the women's game and isn't right, but that's an argument for another day, I guess, as Kimberly Brengan will take it into the offensive zone and gathers her own rebound, sends it across the boards. Collected by the Diamonds, who will get the clearance, forces Rachel Stockdale to retreat, and she will gather. Good to see Stockers back, signing on for another season. Experienced player from Billingham. Oh, it's lovely couple of moves there just to get it through the on-rushing Diamonds players. Out to Steph Towns, to Coulshaw, who attempted the one-timer, but good coverage there by the Kingston D, and Jess Wooding, who read the play well.
Abby was just a little bit slow on that release there. Should have let it go as soon as it touched her stick. She was hoping for a little bit more control.
Yeah, she was. Action over on the far side, comes back to the point. Didn't really get a clean connection on it with seconds to go now, and the Beacons then good opening 20 minutes of hockey, but they'll find themselves a goal down. But you can't really fault the effort or the play. They looked sharp out there.
Not at all. I mean, they're out shooting the Diamonds, so I mean, to keep that going through the next 2 periods, and you know they'll break the seal and get something going. So they'll be all right.
Well, please stay tuned. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back on air in about 2.5 minutes' time. Thank you. Welcome back to Hillheads then, as after a very short break, we have a 1-goal lead for the Diamonds, who we were just discussing off air, Carl, that they certainly looked the more tired of the two. There were some heavy breathing and sort of sitting down on the ice looking worn out after 20 minutes of hockey, whereas the Beacons, they looked still in good spirits.
Absolutely. The Beacons were all on their feet, and in fact, some of these Diamonds were lying down, helmets off, trying to get oxygen, but we'll see how they do for this second period. Yeah,
we certainly will. It's going to be the Steph Towns line to start out there. Ketsia Robinson gets us underway for the Diamonds then. As it's shuffled forward, Angela Kay, the Beacons captain, will control, but then blows a tire as she bounces off the boards, and then it's gathered by Abby Coulshaw. Oh, lovely drag back and control of the stick there. Plays in Kate Hall on the right wing, and then a shot from Steph Towns from distance, a low drive to sting the pads of Liberty Bird, comes back out. Kay will gather at centre red off the boards towards, well, into the offensive zone, but of course they will be offside with players retreating, so they just had to leave it. Diamonds will look to clear it out as Angela Kay will drop back. Almost a minute gone in this second period. Pressure coming in from Angela, or on Angela, sorry. The effort comes through. Gathered once again by the Beacons. As Abby Coulshaw, lovely drag back and effort towards goal, just trying to open up a shooting angle for herself, but Beacon still going with Aisling Rafter sending it across. Gathered nicely by Becky Castor-Wood, and almost a tip home. The puck come loose. Yeah, I think Kate Orr just didn't see sight of it there, but she was certainly waiting to stab that effort home.
Absolutely. Well, that's it. Bodies in front of the net, anything for the rebounds. You know, again, it comes down to that dirty work. But I mean, some great cycling in the corners by these Beacons to keep the zone. It was terrific.
Yeah, back underway then. It's Ruby Newlands who sends it across to Abby McCourt. Sends it towards goal. Good screening work there by Becky Castor-Wood, just trying to offer a distraction there to Liberty Bird, but puck floated in and it's cleared, and back come the Diamonds then. With Martha Brown, fires, comes back to Ruby Newlands. She will control, crosses the mid point of the ice. McCourt looking to get control, but 2 or 3 players putting under some pressure there, but she was still able to get a shot away. It was good effort, showed a lot of strength there, Abby.
Absolutely, but I mean, you see how they controlled that puck down low in the corner. It was just a quick little pass up the front, rebound off the boards. Ruby got control, crossed the blue line, and nice pass over the red line to Abby, and big shot on goal.
It certainly was, yeah. Ruby Newlands under control once again. She's tried to go near side, but Becky Castor-Wood was open behind the net. Ruby wanting to do it herself. You can understand why. Lovely drop pass by Becky to Abby McCourt, who fires. Turned aside by Liberty Bird. Ruby Newlands looking to cycle it back round. That's going to be picked off, though, by the Diamonds. Good work by Rachel Stockdale, trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone, but back they come then with Lola Knock. Get a whistle on the play.
Force the offside. It was a great back check by the Beacons there, and you know the puck player couldn't keep up with the other Diamond who went offside and force the offside.
Yeah. So we get a face-off just outside of the Beacon zone. Danielle Turnbull will leave it for Rachel Stockdale. Stockdale racing down the left wing towards Danielle Turnbull, who fires, but just short of the goal, but with good effort. Tried to go near side with the attempted wraparound, and then it will clear. Vicky Smith having to get back, and some good back-checking work there on the far side by Claire Turnbull, who I have to say has been outstanding on her debut so far.
Absolutely, but I got to say that play by Rachel Stockdale there, she carried it all the way up the ice, set up that play, and they got a shot on goal. That was terrific.
Yeah, great to...
She looks like she's reborn here. She's got so much energy, and she's playing really smart hockey.
Yeah, I had a bit of a chat with her on the way in during the warm-up. She's looking good. But yeah, it's great to see. It's she didn't have many opportunities to pinch forward like that last season. It's a lot more brutal, the Elite League, in terms of getting punished. But yeah, great to see her joining the rush.
Absolutely. Well, she was away with the GB women's ball hockey team, and she had a great tournament there as well. And I think she's carrying on from there, and she's just a rejuvenated player. She's terrific.
Yeah, she also, I believe, plays for the police team. Big rebound coming in from Abby Coulshaw, alongside Jenny Hare's husband Simon, of course, and one of my co-commentators, Stephen Stocks, as well, so who's a former Warriors player. So some talent certainly in the police team as that shot just flashes wide.
Absolutely, and there's some good hockey there too. Those players play kind of a style that is a little bit unforgiving, so you have to have your head up and wits about you.
Certainly do, yeah. Rebound almost coming loose for, I think it was Tomlinson, the centre on this Diamond second line, but Megan Craig looking sharp, looking alert, and she's someone who I think could feel really disappointed not being included in that under-18s GB team to Istanbul. She's an outstanding young goalie, but really picked herself up from that disappointment and had a great trip out in Finland to a goalie camp where a lot of players from around the world are invited, very prestigious, and she really took that form into the senior GB camp last month. So great to see, and she's looking good again.
Absolutely, and talking to her dad about that, I mean, she got along well with a lot of the coaches and really learned a lot of things, but has been taking that knowledge to Scotland and working with some of the younger goalies there as well and sharing that knowledge. It's terrific. It's what it's all about.
Yeah, I know the 18's coach, Angela Taylor, was really impressed with her. I think that a lot of had something to do with the fact that Megan stonewalled her during one of her practice games. But, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it against the best, and Angela's certainly up there. And in terms of players that this country's produced, outstanding player as that one comes through, and will be covered up by Megan, as we were just discussing before. And we're going to face off in the Beacon zone. So again, Beacon's looking for that equalising goal, but got to be mindful of the fact that this Diamond side are so quick on the break.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's they're quite fleet of foot themselves. Might not have the best team chemistry necessarily, but I mean, an open, loose puck, they'll pounce on it and make it move the other direction and out. So Beacons will have to be careful with that.
Yes, they certainly will, as it comes back around to Jordan Troop, centred across to Emma Painter. Those two on a defensive pairing this afternoon. Abby McCourt looking to break out. It's an odd player rush here. She fire just wide, agonisingly wide, and Ruby Newlands will regather. Becky Castner-Wood is calling for it in the low slot, but opts to go into the corner with Abby McCourt.
Physicality right there in the corner. Abby and the Diamond girl are playing some physical hockey. It's good to see.
Becky Castner-Wood with the puck now, trying to go short side, poked clear by the Diamonds, and then Melissa Veal will get it clear, gathered by Jordan Troop up the line to Ruby Newlands. Off the boards and out. Whitley will have to retreat. Indeed, Ruby just has to let it sail through. Cleared again on the near side in front of the Beacons bench. Tipped back by Abby McCourt. Jordan Troop just taking a funny bounce on her there, and she thought she had it under control. She'll go again and sends it up the line. Nice play by Ruby Newlands to feed Becky Castner-Wood across to Abby McCourt, but Diamonds are so quick to read these plays, and it's picked off once again by Martha Brown, the goal scorer. She's in control now, but then she runs into traffic and nice pick off by Becky Castor-Wood to release Ruby Newlands. Kimberly Brennan is up there with her. She'll fire. Kimberly got a tip on that, but just fired over. I think it was a bit of a deflection coming off the Diamonds D as well. As Turner will get it clear at the line, but won't clear the zone. Well kept in by Vicky Smith, who controls at the far side, but Diamonds will eventually get it clear, and it'll be controlled by Brown. But Kimberly Brennan wins it back. One of the best skaters on the team, Kimberly Brennan, but that's something you always admire about Scottish trained players, isn't it, Carl?
Absolutely. It's just their skating ability. They start from a young age and focus on that skating first, and you can see it with every one of them that are out here. They're just beautiful skaters.
They really are. Just over 8 minutes gone then in this second period. No addition to the scoreline so far. Whitley really looking to try and get themselves onto level here. Gathered by Claire Turnbull. And gathers and fires. And forces Liberty Bird into another save, and she'll have to hold on. And again, done a job there well. She'll get the offensive face-off.
Absolutely. It's good to see the play inside the offensive zone. Get shots on net again. It's, you know, that's where you're going to get your goals. But I mean, playing the game in this part of the ice is how you win the game. So it'll come.
It will. And then an effort coming from Steph Towns again. Really wrapped a stick around that one. And again, a bit of hacking and slashing behind the net. We'll get a whistle on the play once more.
In the offensive zone again. I mean, it's trying to settle down with that puck and get these passes so you're getting that goalie moving from side to side, so you create those openings. Right now, these past few shots have just been directly on the goal because they're coming at awkward angles. So a little bit more control, a little bit more passing in front.
Yeah, good work by Angela Kay to get it clear. Flicked away by Steph Towns, who again is doing a lot of the defensive responsibility as centre. Abby Coolshort, feed in Towns, gets it under control. She'll check back to the left wing and hold on. And then Liberty Bird did ever so well to get that through. I thought it was just going to be directed past her there, but she recovered well.
Yeah, again, it's right on goal, but I mean, you had Abby right in front of the net looking for that rebound or a tip, deflection, whatever, which is what you need, because that cannot throw that goalie off big time, but this goalie played it perfectly.
Certainly did, yeah. Players get tangled up after the puck drop. Shot coming in from Towns, and again, Liberty Bird will hold on. 8 minutes gone exactly now, and we'll continue to get a face-off in the Diamond zone as the Beacons will go for a full line change here.
Well, Beacons just need to play it patiently. I mean, it'll come. They're getting the shots on goal, and I mean, you can see that Diamonds are tiring out. Goalie standing strong, but eventually they'll find a way to crack her.
Yeah, and the shot comes in, and they have done. Well, whatever the opposite of curse of the commentator is, that was it, Carl, as Ruby Newlands releases one of her trademark rockets to get her and the Beacons campaign up and running, and they have tied it up here.
Well, I didn't say the shutout word, so you can't blame me for that. But again, it was just moving that puck around and waiting for the goalie to go down and top shelf. That was just a beautiful shot.
It was quite prophetic words there, as you said moments before, but all came about from a good clean draw from Becky Castor-Wood, and the lovely intelligence that she had for that well-weighted pass to Ruby.
Well, again, that shows this chemistry and, you know, knowing where to go and when to shoot that puck.
Indeed, yeah, as Emma Painter trying to get the puck loose, but the importance is that Whitley are back level here. And hopefully relax a little bit more now. As back the Diamonds, and it was Martha Brown again who got their first goal, just trying to get the puck under control, but floated one into Megan's glove. At least it made it look an easy save for Megan there, but I don't think it was. I think that's just the quality that Megan has, that she makes these saves look easy now.
Yeah, sometimes it's those awkward ones that are the hardest to save, but I mean, it was just a little bit of difficulty for the Beacons getting that puck back out of the defensive zone there. It was just some awkward play, but sometimes that's what happens. But the goalie bailed him out.
Certainly did, as Danielle Turnbull, drop of her shoulder, gets it in goal, fires, rebound off the post, and then trying to see, was it Kimberly Brengan just trying to get it under control to fire into the empty net, but a very early whistle, it must be said, but goal was gaping and it could have been 2 there.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's some of the things that we were talking about. It's getting that first shot, somebody going in for the rebound. It was the open goal there that, you know, that player had the opportunity to put that puck in, but unfortunately the ref didn't see from the other side and thought it was covered, so premature whistle.
It certainly was, yeah, shame, but we're back underway and we'll go again. Racing down this left wing is Claire Turnbull, who, as I say, has had a really strong game so far. She's put head first into the boards there, but she's got up and got on with it. No complaints at all. I think it's, to be fair, the Diamonds player wasn't even looking at her. I think she was just stood her ground more than anything and just took an awkward bounce. But
it's a hard one because the player was vulnerable, had her back to the player, and that's where you want to try and avoid making body contact.
Great high glove there by Liberty Bird again, made that look easy. That's a fantastic save by the youngster.
Absolutely, although it looked like she was trying to avoid that one with her head. She kind of ducked her head down and threw the glove up as a Hail Mary.
Indeed, yeah, but I mean, this is a good duel between these 2 very good, young, talented goaltenders, isn't it?
It's great to see games like this. You know, yeah, it is a goalie contest here for sure. So we'll see how who comes out on top at the end.
Yeah, a lot of talent out on the ice. It just shows you as well that there is quality outside of the Elite League, isn't there?
Definitely. I mean, watching this game, I'd say this was an elite game.
Well, of course, the Beacons were in the Elite League last year, and most of these Diamonds players did play for the Diamonds Elite League team. So it kind of is in all but name, isn't it?
Absolutely. It is indeed. I mean, they're both playing smart games here, and, you know, it's a good quality game.
It is, yeah, as Steph Towns comes down off the right wing. We've got manhandled a little bit there, and then the loose puck. Again, very quick whistle, but I thought the puck was, well, it was covered up, but I think it was loose for a second there, and Abby Coulshaw was certainly waiting on the doorstep, ready to pounce. Well,
that's it. I mean, it's going to open up a bit more. I mean, they're doing the right things. They're making that goalie move. She's scrambling to get on top of that puck, and they're just occupying all that open space in front of the net, so more goals are going to come.
Yeah, Angela Kay again gets an effort towards goal, but Liberty Bird with a glove, and again another quick whistle. As we'll get a third straight face-off then in the Diamond zone.
It's looking like it's getting a little bit more physical here too. I mean, the Diamonds are trying to fight these bodies away from the front of the net, so we're seeing more body contact here.
Yeah, a great work there by Jazz Daniels, who was strong in trying to break out, but Beacons will recover and recover well as it's played up to her right wing boards, collected by Abby McCourt, such a busy and hard working player as she comes from deep. Gets a return pass to Ruby Newlands. And she'll go towards goal and fire. Strong glove again by Liberty Bird as she'll hold on.
They're going to have to learn from this. It's great that they're getting the shots on goal like this, but they're shooting it directly at the goalie. A little bit more patience. Give your players time to enter the zone as a group. Maybe curl to the boards, free some space up, and make your pass before shooting directly on goal.
Indeed, it's Kimberly Brengan again. She almost had the puck under control, but the Diamonds are so quick to read the play and break out, and it was Martha Brown, the number 85, who tried to steal it off her. Angela Kay collects off the boards. Forward, gathered to Claire Turnbull, who flicks it clear, who's from the Lanarkshire Hockey Club, based in Coatbridge up in Scotland, played for the Steel Queens as well, alongside Aisling. So another good, promising young Scottish player to sign with the Beacons. I really think that Steph and Jenny Hare have done an excellent job in recruiting this season.
Oh, they sure have. Absolutely. I mean, it's having a finger on the pulse of the hockey world to find these girls that are up and coming, and you know, what a great squad they've put together. It's fun to watch.
It certainly is, as Kimberly Brengan's effort cannons back off Liberty Bird's helmet. That's why we get the whistle on the play, but it was a big wind-up shot there from Kimberly, and we know she has got a strong shot on her. A great natural goal scorer, in fact.
Well, it's one of those things when that puck comes off a goalie's head, sometimes it rings the bell enough to just throw him off a bit. So we'll see how she rebounds from this.
Yeah, because she's been strong so far. So if it does put her off, that would obviously work to the Beacons' advantage. But play up along the boards. It's Abby Coulshaw in control. Gets it loose to Kate Ord. Tried to set up Steph Towns, but again, the Diamonds so quick to react. Coulshaw with the effort, turned aside. It's Steph Towns cycling it down low, fires, and then that just whizzes past the goal frame and back into action on the near side boards over to Kate Ord. Nice drop pass to feed Steph Towns. Towns, whose effort towards goal is intercepted, and then Kate Ord couldn't really get enough of an effort on, and there's a bit of pushing and shoving going on there with Venge getting involved with Kate Ord, and well, it's great to see Kate back out there mixing things up.
Absolutely, and I mean, this was bound to happen. You could see it coming. Again, the physicality. There's a couple of hits in the corners, and again, body presence in front of the net. And the Diamond's going to have to move bodies, and Kate doesn't mind mixing it up, as you say.
No, that's right. And again, could have maybe used that at times last season, as that one comes through. Ruby Newlands, the goal scorer for the Beacons, in control of the puck. Nice give and go between her and Abby McCourt, and it's going to be Abby now who wrestles the puck back away from Olivia Turner. And then Ruby Newlands has been tripped there, but no call. That's a surprise non-call, got to say, but back come the Diamonds as Martha Brown. It really was, yeah. Jordan, who that was well, could have been a suicide pass that through a crease, but got away with that one, thankfully. As that one's controlled by the Diamonds out wide, it's going to be picked up by Troop, who sends it down the left wing boards. That's a great pass, in fact, for Ruby Newlands to race onto. Look over her shoulder to see what support she has, but she'll go it alone. Abby McCourt's parked herself in front of the crease, and Becky Castle-Wood, puck just wouldn't settle for her, with good defensive play coming in from the Diamonds to poke it clear. 6.5 minutes left in this second period. It's a tied game. Beacons looking to get this game off to a winning start as Claire Turnbull sends one in on goal, forces a pad save, collects her own rebound and takes it into the corner. Kimberly Brennan's open, she finds her. Kimberly just holding on because I think Claire just lost her foot in there, and then in the end Claire's stick was lifted by a clever defensive play, I think, from Turner. Gets in behind the D once again. This third line impressed me a lot today, Carl. I think they've really done some good work.
Absolutely. I mean, they look like the first and second line, just that presence in the offensive zone and getting pucks across the front of the net and maintaining that forecheck. It's terrific.
It really is. As puck comes loose, good work by Danielle Turnbull once again, who's got a bit of responsibility really centering this third line, but she's an intelligent player, and although we normally see her operating down the wing, it just shows that she can play at centre as well. A very fast skater, lots of energy. So, and somebody of course who's played for GB as well, so a very high quality player indeed. As back under control by Steph Towns. Very quick shifts as well by the Beacons. It's good to see them rolling out this free line hockey and keeping everyone fresh.
Absolutely. Nobody's lingering on the ice and just kind of slowing the pace down. It's quick changes and quick movement on the ice for everybody. I mean, they've got the energy, they've got the legs, so they're making it work to their advantage.
They really are, yeah. Oh, try to go near side there. The puck's loose. Again, a quick whistle, but I thought the puck was just under the pads. Well, not quite covered up. There was part of it showing at least, but anyway, we get a quick whistle and we're going to face off once again.
That's that body presence in front of the net again. Again, they're making the defense work on a physical level, and that's tiring them out. I mean, just seeing them skating to the bench here, they're like, whew, get me off the ice.
Well, that's right, yeah. And I wonder how that will play in towards the end of the game. So that extra line can often pay dividends, can't it? As that one is played out of a quick break. Martha Brown in control again, looking for a passing option. It will come through, but great play by Aisling Raff there, in fact, to ease Lola Knock off the puck. As it comes loose on up along the boards now, it's
in the middle of that, battling away. It's like she's fighting 2 players off, keeping the puck pinned. And really, the Diamonds can't do anything. Look at this, she's breaking it out of the zone now.
Yes, a rush here for Kate Ord. Fires. Oh, and it just a flick off the glove. It might have been the thumb or the webbing of the glove there from Liberty Bird, but it was enough just to make the save. But yeah, Abby Coulshaw almost had 3 players out the game there, distracted by her. And that's that release pass to send Kate Ord away. That almost saw the Beacons get the breakthrough.
Absolutely. The one thing I was surprised with was after the shot, Kate Ord just kind of skated back and kind of gave up on the play. I don't know if she just needed to get a change or if she thought the goalie had saved it. But that's one of those things where you've got to keep that pressure on right till the end. Force the whistle if you haven't scored.
Yeah, first game back after, I think it's 3 years away, 2 seasons plus the COVID pandemic enforced break as well, as Jordan Troop has it under control. Out wide to Ruby Newlands. To Becky Castor-Wood, now Abby McCourt, who goes back across ice to feed Ruby Newlands in some space. Fires. Well, actually, it was a good pass in the end down low to Becky Castor-Wood, and Ruby's took a stick high up in the face. It's going to be a call here. And it's going to be on Louise Keller, number 51, but not sure how much she meant of that. I think she just caught it, didn't she? I don't think it was intentional.
Well, it's questionable. I mean, again, it was catching a person in an awkward position. She was vulnerable, face to the boards, and then, body contact from behind. So, I mean, I thought the first one should have been called. At least the refs got this one, so good on them.
Yeah, fair comment. So first power play then for either side in this game, and there's 3 minutes 20 left in the period, so got to be careful though, as Diamonds looking to pick that one off with Melissa Veal. Towns will cover and come up this right wing. Cross ice to Ruby Newlands, who's going to stay on this power play unit. Gets caught in possession a little bit there by Ketsia Robinson. And then the shot from Becky Castle-Wood, forcing Liberty Bird to make the save as she sprawls forward to cover that one up.
All I would have suggested on that play, because I mean it was great work inside, keeping the zone, making the passes, getting the shot on goal. Just get somebody in front to screen that goalie. They were both off to the sides, and that could have been a goal had that goalie not been able to track that puck. Yeah,
that's right. It was a good win by Becky Castle-Wood. Coulshaw to Towns, fires just wide. Aisling Rafter is on this unit as well, so 4 forwards and 1 D. And Steph Towns gathers. Sends across. Abby Coulshaw does well to keep it in. It was almost out of her grasp. Fires, and it was a low drive, but it will find the glove of Liberty Bird, and will go again with about 1:12 left on the power play.
That's just a little bit of impatience there. Ruby was wide open on that left-hand side. I would have preferred to see a pass across and then maybe a pass back up to that center position, because it would have shifted the bodies covering the defense there, and you would have had a clear shot on goal.
It would, yeah. Again, Hacking going in there, but Liberty Bird just doing well amongst all that really traffic going on around her, and she did well to cover that one up, so we'll get another face-off. But the Diamonds doing well in terms of killing the puck like that. When there's danger in and around their crease, the Liberty Bird will make the save or they'll get the clearance. So they're very smart in and around their crease, I think.
Yeah, they're very good defensively. This penalty kill is working well for them.
It is, yeah. Almost got the break there, but still a cool shot to feed Ruby Newlands, but good defensive coverage again by the Diamonds, just enough to put her off. I think it was Venge with the challenge, and Ketsia Robinson before that, the 74, who almost broke clear.
It's putting sticks in the right places to take away the shooting, the passing lanes, all of that. So I mean, sometimes it's just how well you can play with your stick in that regard to upset the pass of the shot. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Oh, and it's Ruby Newlands getting some encouragement from her coach to say, take it on yourself. But then, this 5-player unit stayed out there for the majority of it as Steph Towns fires over. Danielle Turnbull is out there now as some fresh legs out there. But I guess because of the stoppages, it's kept them relatively fresh for this full 2 minutes, really.
Yeah, I think they've spent a little bit too much time with these people playing the points, they probably should have changed them up a little quicker. But I mean, hey, they're getting shots, they're creating chances, so good on them.
Yeah, Diamond's able to kill that one off then. As it comes to Daniels, sends it out wide. Shot into the corner. A little over a minute remaining then in the period. As Beacon's holding on. Rachel Stockdale just using the experience that she's got to game management, just not worth really taking a risk so late in the period, having worked so hard to get back onto level terms.
Well, she's getting good support there from Vicky Smith. You can hear Vicky Smith kind of talking her through it and telling her what's open, what's not. So it's great to see.
It really is, yeah. Back to Stockers then, as she gathers, takes it behind the net and then looking to carry it out. This is, been, as you said before, Carl, a really strong game from her so far. There's good play once again as well by Danielle Turnbull, reading the play well and assessing Kimberly Brengan away with a shot. She'll collect her own rebound, sends it in, but takes a funny deflection off the base of the goal frame. Claire Turnbull trying to get it clear, but that will do it then for the second period. But really more of the same from the first period, but this time the Beacons getting their just desserts and getting back on level terms.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just staying with the play. Just to comment on that last play there, outlet pass to Kimberly there, and it was behind her, but she is just so skilled. She brought her back foot to corral that puck and kicked it up to her stick and got the offensive zone and shot on goal. It was terrific. A skilled player.
Really was. We're going to take another quick break then. We'll be back in around 2.5 minutes time then. Thank you. Welcome back then to Hillheads as we have a tied game, and for anyone listening, hope you are enjoying it, whether you are Beacons fans, family members, or just well, indeed Elite League hockey players who are tuning in. Welcome one and all. Hope you're enjoying it, and please do get in touch. Let us know who's listening in and where you're listening in from, as we are ready then for the start of the third period. And it's a Steph Towns line out there again. Comes back to Abby Coulshaw, who fires, but once again I think it was Turner who gets a bit of a edge on the puck. Oh, a good shot again, and it's just directed behind and away from goal. There's Abby Coulshaw doing some hard work up along the boards. It will come round for Steph Towns now in that corner. The old player entrance from days gone by for the Warriors. That was certainly before the days we had the plexi put in properly. That puck just getting caught in the snow again. And then Melissa Veal gets it clear. That's going to be nice and cool. Yeah, I think she just hadn't realised how far back she was then when she released the puck.
Yeah, it's unless you're talking to each other, but I mean Abby fell down there too, and it was just trying to get control, and Steph was ready for the pass, but then had to step in to pick that puck up. But I mean, again, it's working the offensive zone, it's tiring out the the defensive side, and it's just what you got to do to gain those goals.
Indeed, as play goes into the corner. Jess Wooden holds on. Back off the boards. Yeah, because of their age group here, a lot of East Diamonds players, they will be able to play for the Elite League team as well, and I'll be surprised if we don't see them all in action at some stage this season. As, I know most of them played last year, I believe, so great that when you're under 23 there is those extra opportunities to play extra games, and that's what you need at that age group, isn't it? You need to be playing week in, week out.
Well, that's the thing. We've spoken about, the lack of ice time that some of the girls get, so they do have to commit to playing up and down different levels and playing for different teams just to get their ice time. So, I mean, yeah, if that's what's going to make them better, so it's good to see them doing it.
Yeah, it certainly is. And attempted wrap around there from Danielle Turnbull, and then Newlands gets it back to her, Abby McCourt. So in the middle of a line change here, I think, which is why the line was mixed up slightly. Back come the Diamonds, they'll take it in. with, I think it's Jess Wooding up from the back, so good work from her. Got to be careful here, the Beacons, and that'll be cleared by Jordan Troop. Comes back in, and Megan will cover that one up, taking no chances whatsoever with that. But smart stop, and we'll go again.
Yeah, it gives the girls a chance to regroup. They were looking a little bit back on their heels here. I mean, that attack by the Diamonds, she came in so fast all on her own, and it was just what the Diamonds needed to get control for themselves. And they put the Beacons on their heels, so it was good to get that face-off, and smart play by Megan.
It certainly was. Nice play along the far side by Kimberly Brengan, trying to get it out, but once again the Diamonds quick to sense that danger and prevent the breakout. But back under Beacon's control. Off the boards, comes along again on these in front of the Beacon's bench, as they will take the puck out of the zone. That's going to be a tripping call there as Kimberly Brengan is brought down, and a frustrated glove thrown into the air by Venge as she gets called, but it was a pretty clear tripping call, really, wasn't it?
Definitely. I mean, that was shaping up to be a great play by the Beacons there, actually. They had to work hard to get it out of the zone, which they did, and now it was just kind of getting that puck through the neutral zone, and it was a smart little pass to headman it to that open player on the far side, but that's where they got tripped. But now they're going in the offensive zone with a power play.
Yeah, but as we saw before on the last player advantage, it was actually the Diamonds who stifled the Beacons' offense quite well. So we'll see if that happens again. But Towns to play to Coulshaw, who fires. And she does well to keep it in, Abby. But then second attempt it is cleared, forces Steph Towns to retreat. Megan Craig will leave. And Towns will set the play going once again. Ruby Newlands to find Ashlyn Rafter, who gets it out wide to Abby Coulshaw. Becky Castor-Wood is on there again, so it's the same 5-player unit that started the last power play and indeed played the majority of the 2 minutes, as Steph Towns will check back. Some good vital clearances by the Diamonds here when needed. Coulshaw carries it in on the left wing. Back to Towns, who works some space and fires and scores! Well, Steph Townsend with the breakthrough, and the Beacons have their first lead of the game.
That's terrific. I wasn't sure how that one was going to go. I thought that was a bit of a risky play there, trying to dangle those two players on that blue line, but she managed, she got through and used the bodies in front of the net for the screen, and great shot. Found the open side, and in it went. Well done. Yeah,
cutting in from the point, really, wasn't it? The top of the slot, and did some great play as she advanced towards goal, and a fantastic finish. So great way to give her side the lead. Two cracking goals then. She was unfortunate to have that one chalked off earlier, but that makes up for it a little bit.
Definitely. Now it's a matter of going forward and keeping the same momentum going, and keep that offense and more shots. I'm sure it's getting inside the head of the goalie here. She's kind of looking on thinking, darn it, I should have had that one.
All learning experience for her, of course, but there's not much she could have done. She would have been screened herself, of course, with her defenders in front of her.
Absolutely. And a good goalie will rebound from it. It's just part of the game.
Indeed, yeah. Rafter gets it back to Kay. This has the makings of a very good defensive partnership, because Rafter loves to join the rush, and Angela Kay, the captain, very much a stay-at-home defender, but they seem to dovetail well, don't they?
Definitely. I'm really liking this chemistry. It's like a natural chemistry, and they're holding these teams at bay, so terrific.
And we know Angela, as captain's, a very good communicator anyway, but see Ashlyn out there as well, and she's pointing and directing play and offering support, and that's good to see, and that communication between them.
Yeah, you need it. I mean, I'm not sure what communication they're getting from the goalie, but I mean, they've got a good defensive chemistry, and again, for generating offense, you got to have a good defense.
Well, having spoken to Megan's dad, I know that she is vocal, certainly when she plays on the boys' team, as that one just flashes wide from Kate Ord, but she certainly doesn't mind telling the boys when they've messed up, so which is what you want from your goalie, isn't it?
Definitely. Don't be shy. Tell them how you see it. Tell them what you want.
Indeed, yeah. As Becky Castor-Wood gets the puck back. Shot coming in from Emma Painter. And the Diamonds looking to get a break on here. Jordan Troop will collect the loose puck, though. Take it behind the net. There's around 5.5 minutes gone in this third and final period. A 2-1 lead now then for the home side. Abby McCourt getting the puck from Ruby Newlands. Again, all action display of this from Abby McCourt. She's well, this whole line is fun to watch, really. It was indeed, yeah, and that one comes through. And then good control by Megan Craig, just easing the puck back into her glove with her stick, and she'll hold on and just kill the attack a little bit.
Definitely. I mean, it was a bit of an awkward play through the neutral zone. They kind of stalled themselves out and couldn't get a pass. Really, they should have just dumped the puck in the offensive zone, and it caused a turnover, but at least Megan had the wherewithal to get in front of that puck.
Indeed, yeah. As Ruby Newlands, lovely play there. Drop of a shoulder, going one side then the next. Still in control of the puck here as she's put into pressure and then put into her boards head first. And we're going to get a call. They've whistled, but I didn't actually see any signal. But again, it looked like it was a trip. It was Mel Lydell. It must have. She said, yeah, they are saying it was a trip. But so I haven't seen anyone go to the box yet, though. No, perhaps not then. But a bit of confusion. But it definitely looked like a blatant trip to me.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird one. I almost thought a bit of a boarding one there too, unless they're calling Ruby for a dive and they're making the face-off on the outside of the offensive zone. It's the only thing I could see.
Maybe, but either way, nobody's gone to the box. But it seemed a bit odd that. I certainly wouldn't have said it was a dive. She looked upended. It was enough force to put her head first into the boards. I don't think you deliberately dive and do that to yourself, would you?
No, exactly. Unless it's, I don't know, trying to draw a penalty. But I mean, I think she was just trying to keep moving, dive out of that position,
yeah,
and free yourself up.
Yes, indeed, yeah. As we will get a face-off outside of the Diamond zone. Mr. Brown drops the puck. We're back underway then. And Danielle Turnbull gets it clear. It's going to be confusing this season, I think. 2 Turnbulls on this line, not related, of course. As Kimberly Brengan comes in off that right wing, shielding the puck well with her body, still in control, and a lovely give and go. Yeah, and Kimberly goes again short side, just hit on the outside of the goalpost and away. But again, good chemistry between this trio, and again, Kimberly doing some good work to set up Claire Turnbull. Got a shot away, maybe didn't get as much power into the effort as she would like, but it's a good combination between those three once again.
Absolutely. I mean, it's I don't know how they've developed this chemistry so quick, but it's terrific. I mean, how many shots did they get on goal in that little sequence there? It's terrific.
Yeah, I know that Claire and Kimberly know each other from up in Scotland, so I was talking to Claire's dad just before I went on air, so maybe they do know each other well enough to pick up where they left off, so to speak. And we've known previously that Danielle links up well with Kimberly, so it is just coming together nicely, and there's a lot of positives I've seen from this game so far.
Definitely. Well, they know the game, so that's the thing. You play your position, do what you do, and you should be able to fit in anywhere, really. It's nice to have your favorites, but again, it comes down to just playing the game and doing what you do well.
Yeah, and sometimes player style suit certain playing alongside certain players, don't they?
Definitely. Sometimes a player can bring out the better in their partner, and players will get comfortable with that. It's like, yeah, I need that player to play with me because they make me better. So it goes both ways.
It certainly does. As Aisling Rafter will control, takes it behind the net with a little over 11.5 minutes remaining in the game. A slender 2-1 lead to the Beacons, but games between these two sides were close last season, as that one fired into the side netting from Steph Towns. The game here at the end of last season, which was kind of the relegation decider, was settled in a 2-1 favour of the Diamonds, but on that occasion Sam Bolwell absolutely stood, well, I say stood on her head, but that's just a standard performance for Sam Bolwell to play that level.
Yeah, absolutely. She was amazing. I mean, they couldn't solve the Sam Bolwell riddle there. That one was just a difficult one for the Beacons, but they played hard.
They certainly did. And of course, the game at the start of last season was a 4-all draw, which ended early because they ran out of ice time. And that one struck the goal frame. They're saying it had gone in. Well, the fans are, but the officials very quick to say no, it hadn't crept in. But personally, I don't think it had gone in, but it certainly struck the bar and come back out.
Definitely, what a shot! Such a quick response for Kate to get that shot off. She knew what she wanted to do, and it was a great feed, and just not low enough to get inside that bar, but great play.
Yeah, for someone who hasn't played hockey for good 3 years, she's showing no signs of rust or tiredness out there. It's good to see her, picking up really where she left off.
Well, she knows what she wants to do when she's in those critical areas. There's no hesitation, and that's what you need. Know what you want to do and make it happen. Yeah,
good goal scorer for the Beacons as well. She's third all time on the club's list, so she'll be hoping to add to that tally this season, I'm sure. There's quite a few landmarks could be hit this season, which we'll announce in due course when they are reached. As Abby McCourt doing some great work again. She's herself and Ruby Newlands very much still a part of the GB under 18 lineup, and they'll be expected to go to the Four Nations tournament in Poland later on. And of course, announced just yesterday that Dumfries will be hosting the World Championship. So that's going to be great in January for anyone who can attend or indeed watch. But always good to be the host nation of these tournaments.
Oh, absolutely! It's good to get the home crowd behind you and supporting you, and that's what we need here. Is lots of bodies in the seats to support these girls.
Really is. And talking of home support, it's got a decent turnout this afternoon. Good to see a lot of new faces coming down to support the Beacons. We hope this is a regular feature, and of course for those who can't make it, we're always free to join our live streams. But it's good to see a few more bodies in the rink.
It's nice to see all those Whitley Bay toques on all these heads in front of us.
They are, yeah, and I mean it's not just relatives of players, is it? It looks like genuine fans who have come down.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they knew what to expect today, so they were keen to see this first game and get behind the girls. So great to see.
It really is, and of course we shall be doing as much as we possibly can to publicise the women's game this season. Between the media coverage of the live streams and radio coverage as well, we've started up a new website called Ice Maidens, which the credits to that name should go to Megan Craig's father, Grant, who said it sounds a little bit like Iron Maiden, but it works, so that's why we went with that one. So again, any articles and things will be posted there, so please do check that out. We are trying to help grow the game as much as we possibly can.
I thought it was a Netflix movie. It's like the Women Goons of Ice Hockey.
yeah, that would work as well, of course, but we are obviously trying to give a platform to the girls. Ready over in here again, the Diamonds, but a great save by Megan Craig, who did just enough of the pads. It flicked up onto the bar and bounced away, but did enough just to take enough of a sting out of that shot. But that could have been 2-all, but good to see Megan was alert there and make the stop as the Beacons look to break away. Nice touch by Kimberly Brengan, who races onto it. Did well, but good defensive work once again by, I think it was Jess Wood in the 16 who was back there. As the Diamonds looking to get a bit of room here, but once again, no, great play by Steph Towns, who wrestles that puck free and gets her team back on the offense with Ord passing the puck into space. Steph Towns will gather off the boards. Good block by Jess Wooding. Coolshaw now back to Steph, tried to return past Steph, down on one knee as she tried to direct that into the bottom corner, but once again, great stop by Liberty Byrne.
Nice give and go there. The girls are communicating, they're playing to the open spaces and getting these opportunities. That's fantastic to see, because it's a combination of a few players making this happen, and that's involving everybody, and that makes everybody a better player.
It certainly does, yeah, as we are past the 13-minute mark. Just under 7 remaining now. Beacons in control with Abby Coolshaw up on the left wing boards. Nice pass to Steph Towns. Had a little bit too much mustard on it for her to control, and now comes Jess Wooding at the other end. Great young talent she is from the back, but smart stop again by Megan Craig, who strong glove, made sure she held on and restores her side's lead for a time being.
Well, this is the goalie contest going on now. That was just a beautiful save, much like the saves that we've been seeing from this other goalie. And the thing is, it's like you need to have a few shots on you to stay in the game, because if you start getting cold, it just takes that one little shot that you can't get in front of. And it's good that Megan's still sharp and part of this game.
It really is, yeah. It's gathered nicely by Olivia Turner, but Beacons get it back. Nice centering pass by Becky Castor-Wood, but again, it's the Diamonds who will read the play well and pick off, and they'll look to counter with just over 6 minutes remaining now. And the Painter gathers behind the net. She's got the time to turn and find her defensive partner on the far side. Good save by Megan once again. She was screened and then outstretched glove just sails wide, but doing well here to get across her line. Off the board, so Abby McCourt just takes a weird bounce, but she'll leave it for Becky Castor-Wood, who passes in full flight to Ruby Newlands. Newlands fires, big rebound, but Diamonds will get it clear. Will be gathered in by Vicky Smith, takes it wide because she knows her forwards are in an offside position as they look to recover. 5.5 minutes remaining now. Becky Castor-Wood, just across the face of goal, but you could see what she was trying to do there, just cutting it off that left wing. It was a smart play.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's making those smart plays at full speed under pressure and making it work. But good chemistry. They know what they're doing with each other, so I mean, we'll see more.
We certainly will, yeah. Becky, who's part of this growing Scottish contingent at the club, but she was actually born in South Shields, wasn't she? So technically she is a local. Yeah,
she's kind of a person of many nations now that I'm in the house.
Yeah, she's got that Canadian connection now as well, but that was almost a 2-on-1 break there for Lola Knock, who has taken a stick to her shin, I think. She's not putting any pressure on that leg as effort from Danielle Turnbull just flashes wide. It's end-to-end stuff here. 4.5 minutes remaining. Kimberly Brengan round the boards, just out of the outstretched stick of Danielle Turnbull as back they come again, the Diamonds. Nice pass by Jazz Daniels to set it away, but it won't come to anything as Stockers regathers. Rachel Stockdale over to Kimberly Brengan, who will clear the zone. And the plexi by the looks of it, as it just flicked over the top of the stands and or the boards, I should say. 4:02 remaining.
I believe that one on the ref. He got in the way. It came off of him. So it should be outside the zone. I think they're going to do it inside.
And well, Kimberly Brengan, I thought that might be the case. She's going to get a delaying of the game call. So that's harsh when, as you say, it took a nick off the officials. But bit of a curious call that to make.
Yeah, it's almost like an even up. I mean, there's not been any penalties against the Beacons. They played a clean game all the way through so far.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's a rule which I really don't like. I mean, I get why it's in place, but that was a genuine attempt to play the puck, wasn't it? And it wasn't like you were trying to just clear it because we're under pressure. It was just, a bad bounce as such.
Yeah, absolutely, but whatever. This will test their penalty kill now, so it'll be good to see.
It will, yeah. It's first opportunity we've had all game to get the penalty killing unit out there. Steph Towns, Abby Coulshaw, Angela Kay and Aisling Rafter out there. Good work by Abby Coulshaw to find Steph Towns, and Steph will take it on the right wing now. Fires on, it comes off the top of Liberty Bird's head. I think it deflected up off the Diamonds defender as well. I think it was Jess Wooding as well who just got something on that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's nice to see that they're going for the offense here, but I mean, at the same time, try to kill some time off on this penalty. You may have this one chance, as we saw here, a bit of a high shot off the head, wasting a little bit of time, but they could do a little bit better at wasting more time.
Yeah, I know what you mean, just taking it into the corners, but good win by Becky Castor-Wood. Abby Coulshaw shielding it back, and puck goes into the corner. Diamonds will look to try and regroup and break here with 3:10 remaining in the game and a little over a minute remaining on the player advantage. Well cleared by Tomlinson, 26, tall player in the centre of the ice now. Coulshaw gathers off the balls, but then it just gets away from her. There's ice degrading, of course, with the end of the third period. A lot of ice, a lot of snow collecting in parts. It's not got that clean, slick finish that they had at the start of the game.
See, I like this. This is killing time on this penalty now. They've got it pinned on the boards. Can't go anywhere.
That's right. Now they've got the break, though, with 30 seconds to go. Steph Town sticking with her. Martha Brown, whose shot is deflected. I think it was Steph who got her stick on the end of that shot. But now they've regrouped. They've set up well here, the Diamonds. But Beacon's looking to get it clear. Just caught into Abby Coolshaw's feet. Just had to dig that one away. And then it's gathered by Becky Castor-Wood. And she'll clear the zone, which is what she needed to do with 5 seconds to go. The Ruby Rocket races off the bench to try and capitalise. She will. And then she's brought down. No call, though. I think it was a genuine slip on both parties there. Yeah, less than 2 minutes remaining in the game then. It's going to be the Diamonds who are going to throw everything at this one. There's going to be a whistle, though. I'm not quite sure what it's for. I think maybe the puck went into the bench. I think it's exactly what happened, as the Beacon second line will stay out there.
That was a great aggressive play there, just to force that whistle and get the whistle in the neutral zone and get a new line on. It was perfect.
Yeah, it's worked well. Ruby Newlands with some space. All forces a glove save, but Liberty Bird will release the puck quickly. She knows she can't hold on to it for the face-off because they need to get back down the other end of the ice with 1:34 remaining. Her side need to get up high up the ice, which is where they are now. But very confident save by Megan Craig there, who sweep of the glove, and she has it under control with 1:26 remaining.
That was an awkward one there because the defense got it and tried to get it out of the zone. It was the right idea, off the boards and out, but it just didn't have enough on it to get past that offense player.
That's right, yeah. Won well by Becky Castor-Wood. She shields it back to Vicky Smith. And now Abby McCourt cutting in off this left wing, controlling it well, just using the body to shield the puck, which she's so good at doing. 1:10 remaining now. Diamonds will get a break here, though, with Ketsia Robinson cutting in. Great defensive play, though, between Ruby Newlands and Vicky Smith. And then great stick work by Megan Craig, who stopped the puck dead and gathered it in with one fell swoop.
Absolutely, and again, it gets the whistle, gets a line change, fresh legs out there. We're under a minute to go here, and you don't want anything bad happening now.
You certainly don't, no. 56 and a half minutes, 56 and a half seconds even, to be precise, as they'll get the break on here. Kate Ord put in the Kingston D under pressure, but Jess Wooding is in control of it, did well to shake off that challenge and motor up the other way. She's lost her foot in then, yeah, but good clean challenge and no call. And Seville doing some good work as well to win the puck back, but Aisling sticking with her. It's been a very strong and confident debut this for both the girls, really. Aisling Rafter, who's on the ice now, and Claire Turnbull earlier on. Angela Kay doing good work, just tying her opponent up on the boards, and then comes loose from Steph Towns. And this is the best way of getting the puck away from danger, is taking it up the other end yourself, with great work by Abby Coolshaw. Puck just wouldn't fall perfectly for Steph Towns there. She was looking to score, but that doesn't matter. The Beacons have come from behind to claim a very well-deserved win in the end. Hard work, but it paid off.
They played from whistle to whistle, beginning to end. Same momentum all the way through, same tactics, and it paid off for them. That's what they need to do going forward with every game.
Yeah, kind of looking at the way the league finished last year, you'd assume the Diamonds would be one of the top teams to come up against anyway, especially with that Elite League experience. So really, I mean, this was a game they probably would have lost last season. In fact, they did, really, didn't they, when you look at it? So a great result and a great turnaround.
Definitely. Good first game, good outcome. We'll see them again in their own barn. They'll probably have more players on the bench, so it'll be a different game to see. But I think playing this style of hockey for the Beacons, they should have the same outcome.
Yeah, that game was supposed to be next weekend, but that's since changed because the GB under-18s have a training camp. So obviously both both sides will be severely depleted with losing players. So I believe that game has been rescheduled for March, April time, but please do check social media for the fixtures on that. We are going to stay on air to find out who gets a Player of the Game award. But just before we go to that, a reminder then that this evening the Whitley Warriors are in action down in the Steel City of Sheffield, taking on the Scimitars. 7 p.m. face-off. Please do join me on Bay Hockey Radio for coverage of that one. And then tomorrow the Whitley Bay Beacons B team is in action in Division 2 as they take on this is where it gets confusing, the Kingston Diamonds C team. So please do tune in for that one. That's going to be on the live stream once again from 12 p.m. with then the Warriors in action at 5 p.m. here again on Bay Hockey Radio. So please do check out both streaming platforms as we go to the Player of the Game awards. But Carl, thoughts on that?
Number 16 for the Diamonds and Kimberly Brennigan for Beacons. I did say her name right, did I?
Kimberly Brennan. Close. It took me a few attempts to get it right. And in the end, it looks like it's going to be, well, Martha Brown was coming out, but no, it's going to be Liberty Bird there. No complaints. I agree. I thought Jess Wooding was fantastic leading the team from the back, but understandably we've gone with Liberty Bird, who stopped absolutely everything apart from those two well-taken efforts. But she was certainly busy with the 2 goalies throughout the contest.
Absolutely. I mean, she's got a good save percent average with this game, no question about it.
Yeah. And it looks like Danielle Turnbull then, who's got the award for the Beacons. And again, no complaints. She had a very busy game on that third line, but really a lot of good performances out there today for the Beacons, and a lot of positives to take into the season going forward.
Absolutely. Every single one of them participated in this win, made it happen. Great performances, and it just, gives you a good sense of what we're going to see in the future as a team. It's a great team effort.
Certainly is. Well, a reminder then that the Beacon second team will be action tomorrow at 12 p.m, so tune in for that one if you can. Beacons are on the road in 2 weeks' time, a double-header down in Slough, taking on the Firebees, and on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday taking on Swindon, newly promoted, but with a lot of players on the double contracts with the Bristol Huskies. So that'll be another tough test. Well, both will be tough testers. Those sides made the playoffs last season. Next home game isn't for a few weeks, but please do check social media for that one. I can't remember when it is off the top of my head. But thank you all for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it, and well, please do tune in for future games. I've been Adam Atman, and joining me has been Carl Wood. Thank you, and good evening, or good afternoon.
Good evening, and thanks for having me back. But just well done on the new players that came here, and well done on the return of Kate Ord. Great to see. What a team.
Indeed it was. Thank you, and hope you all enjoyed it. Please do watch it back. It will be on YouTube. So thank you, and good afternoon.